Holy crap. Another vacant one right behind me here. I'm gonna walk over here. Again, they decorate the windows to give the appearance that there's actually stores in here, but look at this. Decorated, but closed. Vacant as can be. Let's keep rolling. Right over here, gifts and souvenirs. It's a good sized store right here. It's a good sized store. Look at that. Gone. Right next door, I got another one. Look at this. Gone. You can call this number right now and you can get this store. You can lease this store right now. Plenty to choose from. Look at this. I mean, it's insane. So we've got, I don't know, half dozen casinos on this street, whatever it is. Thousands of people in town. Nobody's spending on retail, that's for sure. But they are eating and they are gambling. I'm gonna hop right over here. Check this out. We're gonna pick up the pace. Oh look, there's another vacant one right down there. Right over on the other side of my shoulder right here, another one vacant. Right here, another one vacant. Right here, another one vacant. So, I don't know who keeps telling you the economy is booming, but from what I see, I look at people, they almost look depressed, they look unhealthy, people aren't spending money like they were, the retailers are getting obliterated. This is really, I'm gonna tell you, one of the saddest things I've seen. I've never been to this outlet, but to see the economic damage that is taking place here, it's horrific. This was probably an incredible place back in the day, but, and it's probably been, I would probably bet that this thing probably turned a page after the 2008 collapse and never really rebounded since then. That's just probably my opinion of what took place here. But we'll move on, show you a few more. So even the stores that remain open are, look at that, ghost town. Look at this, guys. Stores are just closed everywhere. Sad. Look at this. So as I come to you from Laughlin, Nevada this morning, out here working with a client for a couple days, I got a few minutes this morning and I wanted to make this video. I saw this outlet mall and I wanted to check it out, and I was horrified to see the amount of vacancies at this mall. I've never been to a mall with this many vacancies, and as we sit here making this video right now, we noticed that the people at this mall, 90% of the people here right now, they're not even here shopping. They're here using the mall as a walking track. Most people are just using the outlays of these tiles as a trail, and they're out here just walking around this morning. There are very few people in any of the stores. They're here just walking and using this as a walking trail, like the gentleman that just walked behind me. It's really a sad state of affairs to see a mall at one point that was probably beautiful, doing great business, now turning into a ghost town. It's just decaying and really has no viable use. Look behind me, it's probably a little blurred out right now, but another vacant building right behind me. So here we are in Laughlin, Nevada. The resorts, the casinos look busy. I see a lot of, let me report to you, I see a lot of people who look very miserable. I see people gambling that look like they should not be gambling. I see people using government subsidies, more than likely to be gambling over there. A lot of older people, a lot of Midwest people, a lot of 70, 80-year-olds over there gambling. But a lot of people look like they just don't have the money to be gambling. A lot of people missing teeth, physically in bad health. But they're gambling, they're drinking, not a care in the world. But as we're here over at the mall, they're certainly not shopping, that's for sure. They're eating, drinking, and gambling, not shopping. And I just wanted to report this to you because this is the worst mall I've ever been to so far in my entire life, and I wanted to show it to you. So, you know, whether I'm in Nevada, Arizona, California, wherever it may be, I like to just shoot some video and show you what's happening in the financial environments of these areas. And this is one of the worst I have seen. It is really, it's really sad to see a building that was once probably beautiful, now just eroding, and just has really no use at this point. How long does this last? How long does a building like this even stay up? Who knows? But it's not getting any better. We look at what's happening right now. We got cruise ships now. Carnival Cruise Lines has a ship out there that's been denied port of entry by 5 countries now. And this ship is running out of food. It's running out of water. What happens? Nobody knows. I can tell you this. Right now, the market is up a little bit. I don't know what it's going to close at, but the Fed injected another $68 billion into these markets this morning. Take a look around. I got vacant buildings everywhere, stores going out of business. Another $68 billion this morning. It may be helping the stock market, but it is not helping this. It is not helping the real economy. It's not helping Main Street. It's helping Wall Street. These little stores, these little mom and pop stores are getting obliterated. The middle class being obliterated. Yet $68 billion to keep the whole Ponzi scheme, to keep the whole illusion alive today. This is just absolutely appalling. The thievery, the criminality that we are witnessing take place in the stock market, on Wall Street, while Main Street, while the real economy continues to get annihilated. We got continued problems with more infections popping up, and I hate to say this may just be the beginning, and this is going, if this continues, as we've been saying the last couple days, this is going to have huge ramifications on the U.S. economy. Right here, Under Armour today did not get shipments. Their shares, their stock plummeted today. I don't know what it's at right now, but Under Armour took a big hit today because it cannot get shipments. More than likely, we're going to see other companies other than Under Armour not getting shipments. And what kind of results is this going to have in the U.S. economy when U.S. stores are not getting their shipments in from China, don't have inventory? What happens when supplies run out at Walmart? What happens? We're seeing weird things happening all over the world. We're seeing food shortages. China, pork prices up 116%. Other food prices up just 20% right now. But man, just think, overnight, food prices going up 20%, pork prices going up 116%. This is just the beginning. And I cannot reiterate enough to every one of you to make sure that you top off all preparations, that you are looking out and protecting yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. I have a feeling that we're going to see really severe things coming to America here very, very shortly. And there is so much happening around the world. And I think if most people really knew what was happening right now, there would be panic, utter panic in the streets of America. Don't be an individual that has to live in fear or panic. If you're prepared, if you have preparations put away, if you have the mental mindset, if you are awake and know what's coming, you're not going to panic when it gets here. It's already starting, and people continue to be blinded to the truth and what's happening in their own country right now, in their own economy right now, what is happening. Take a good look around in your own environment. I'm sitting here in my environment right now, and I see an entire mall of depression. I see people walking around that are in horrible physical shape, look depressed. It's not a good sign. People do not look happy to me. But take a look at the environment. It's a depressed environment. Stores continue to go out of business, and we're going to walk a little bit more here and see what else we can find. Here's another one right here, big store. Swing around. Here's one, gone. Here's another one, gone. Another good sized store. Sporting store, completely dead empty. Lane Bryant, this store is open, has 0 people in it. 0 people. Look at that. Big store, completely dead. So I'm going to wrap this video up, but I wanted to get this video out to all of you today just to share my travels out here in Nevada. And it's a bit depressing, to be honest with you, and it really is a true reflection of what the real economy is doing. Before I go, I just want to talk a little bit about what is happening in Lebanon and why it stands out with me, and why I think we should be doing what the people in Lebanon are doing right now. As many of you know, Lebanon is in a massive recession right now that is about to turn into a very serious depression. And the banks have put limitations on cash withdrawals. So people are pulling out as much cash as possible on a daily basis, getting their cash out of the banks as quickly as they can. And what are they doing with it? They're buying assets, whether it's automobiles, whether it's real estate, jewelry, and now there's been a huge influx of people getting into the gold market, buying gold. So again, exotic cars, art, real estate, anything to get rid of the paper, to get rid of that devaluing currency, to buy something that they can touch, feel, and hold, something that has some tangible value to it. And there's been a record surge into gold by the people of Lebanon. And the great thing about gold is this, and as I look at all the vacant buildings, as I look at all the people walking around like zombies, as I look at massive amounts of obesity, I see unhealthy people, I see depressed people, I see people just gambling their government subsidies away, their futures away, without a care in the world. These people are the herd, they are the masses. And what's sad is many of these people are older and have no idea what is about to come. And these older people who have pensions, who are living off of government subsidies. These people are going to get absolutely hammered when this collapse happens. But the price of things, it's going to skyrocket. Food, the cost of living, it's going to continue to skyrocket. We look at what's happening all over the world, continuing to look at this emergency happening in China, which can have major devastating economic repercussions on America here, because we're so dependent on China for our goods and products and things that we no longer make here. And when it's not available and we can't get it, what happens then? There's a lot of uncertainty coming to America, ladies and gentlemen. But when I look at what's happening in Lebanon, it is a prime example of why it's so important right now to be grabbing and stockpiling hard tangible assets. The difference between buying an exotic car with your cash and putting it away for some type of value is I don't need a garage to park it. Exotic cars are going to devalue no matter what, but I can put an ounce of gold in my pocket and I can go anywhere in the world with it. I don't need a garage to park gold like I do a Lamborghini. And that Lamborghini is going to be devaluing. Yes, it's going to have a value, but it's going to lose a lot of its original value, where gold is going to retain its value. And the worse times get, the more expensive an ounce of gold or an ounce of silver is going to get. And you have the convenience of putting it in your pocket, putting it in multiple locations, whereas all of your investment may be in a car, maybe in a house, where I can put gold coins and silver coins in multiple locations, put them in a bag, get on a plane and go somewhere. So the convenience of having those coins versus other hard assets, to me, makes gold and silver the two most undervalued assets in the entire world, and why today is a buying opportunity. It's on sale, it's available, there's no run at the banks. You can go to an ATM, you can walk in your bank, you can get money out of it. We're not in a depression state yet, but it's coming. So why wait till it gets here? Why wait till the emergency gets here when you're waiting in line, when prices are skyrocketing, when it's no longer available? Things are going to get harder and harder to get, whether that's food, whether that's gold, silver, security. All these things are going to get much harder to get, and they're going to be much more expensive to get. I'm going to leave you with this today. Take today as an opportunity to continue to buy hard assets, to continue to top off all preparations, continue to take advantage of the sales and availability out there. Look, I'm out here, people don't have a care in the world. These people are just gambling their money away. They're gambling their health away. They're gambling their futures away. Don't be one of the masses that I see here today. Be one of the smart people. Take your monopoly money, buy something that actually has value, something that's going to protect you when you need it. God bless every one of you. Thanks for checking in. Hope to make another video shortly in the next day or two for you. And just reporting the truth. God bless.